Hello everybody, today's theme is going to be supply and demand. Alright guys, essentially in today's video I'm going to be talking about should you sell or should you hold your blue tint Yeezy V2s. Okay guys, before I get into any details about the shoe, any like prices and whatnot, I'm just going to say one thing. I was a little skeptical at first, but right now I've made my decision. This is definitely at least one of my favorite V2s. So if you only got one pair, I wouldn't say sell it. I would definitely keep this pair. It's super clean. I'm definitely keeping a pair for myself. I'll probably sell the other two if none of my friends want them. So yeah, if you like them, definitely keep them. I think they're a great shoe. But if you get more than one, I would sell the other because, you know, the whole rock one, stock one thing. I get it. If you want to do that, that's fine. But I think you should sell them if you have more than one. Alright, so first thing we're going to be looking at are the sizes that I think will be going up. So before I get into those exact sizes, I'm going to be telling you that, look, prices are going to go down on all sizes basically. They're going to go down a little, and that's just normal for any Yeezy V2s. They're going to go down when everyone else gets their pairs from Yeezy Supply, from the restock, if they happen to restock, I don't know, and from Adidas, obviously. So if you have them right now in any size, really, unless you're willing to wait a long time, because, guys, there's no V2 for a very, very long time. I think until summer, we're not going to be getting another V2, so all the value on these, no matter what sizes I say, in the long run, they'll go up a little. But I'm going to get into why you should still sell some of those sizes. But I'm going to be very specific here. I'm giving you what sizes you should sell and what sizes you should keep. So, alright. If you have them, I said, sell them. If you have them like right now, I would sell them still. But if you don't have them now, if they're still in the mail, you know, they're coming, and if you're willing to wait, you're willing to make that investment of time, these are the sizes that you definitely should hold. And this is where I'd say Adidas kind of messed up in regards to trying to find the equilibrium between supply and demand. So they put out too little supply, even though there was tons of demand on these sizes. And, you know, I think they'll get it in the future. But right now, let me tell you, size 3.5, 4.5, 6.5, 12.5, 13.5, 14.5, and up. These are the sizes that you should be holding. Now, you might be saying, oh, Keith, you're just saying that because those are the sizes that are going for the most money. Well, yeah, I guess. But it's more than that. And I'm going to compare them to the Beluga 2.0s and the Cream Yeezys. First, let's start off with the Beluga 2.0s. 3.5. This is the most important size. If you look at the Beluga 2.0s, and I think the Creams as well, there's no size 3.5 available. And this is huge. If there's no size available in the Beluga 2.0s, and if there's no size available in the Creams, the blue tints are the most accessible Yeezys in regards to a size 3.5. So if you have a size 3.5, this is the golden size, really. It might not be going for the most right now, but I think in the end, 3.5 might be the best size out there. Who knows? Now, size 4.5 and 6.5. Now, I still think, even though these sizes are going for the most money right now, if you have them early, definitely sell them, because they will go down a pretty decent amount, but they will hold a lot of value. These two sizes, they're going to hold a very decent amount of value, but if you get them early, still sell them. And now, going up to size 12.5. This is a unique size. If you get a size 12.5, this is completely up to you guys. Size 12.5, yeah, it will drop, but eventually it will go back up. So, it's up to you. If it's worth, like, waiting the extra little while for an extra, say, $60 or so, or $70, I think that's a pretty decent amount. So, if you want, sell the size 12.5. I don't care. Size 13.5, 14.5, and up. These are sizes where I would say definitely hold them. And that's because even though the Beluga 2.0s are the most stocked Yeezy, they have the most supply, they're still going for very, very hefty prices. These prices are really ridiculous. So these sizes are also gold. If you have these sizes, hold them. They will go up in the future. If you even look at the Creams, they will go up in the future. So you're saying, like, how do I know this? Like, how do I know that the Beluga 2.0s, like, how is that accurate? Because they were only out for a little while. Beluga 2.0s won't go up until later since no V2s are releasing for a while. Well, let's compare them to the creams. The creams were initially the easiest Yeezys to get, and that's what made them so wanted. You know, people, obviously it's a nice shoe. Creams are great, but the main reason that they had so much demand for resale is because, I mean, they were the easiest ones to get. Like, they were the cheapest ones. If people just wanted a Yeezy, any Yeezy, they didn't care which one. They said, okay, I'll get the creams. They're the cheapest, and they're also super easy to match. So, looking at the sizes that I didn't mention, and these are the majority of you that are watching, these are the sizes here, and that is a size 10, 10.5, 11, 9.5, all those sizes. If you're looking right now at the cream prices, the creams have been out for 6 months. 6 whole months, or actually, I might be getting that wrong. I think it was April. April they released, right? So, they actually dropped in value for some of these. And the reason they dropped is, like I said, the main reason people wanted them was because they were the easiest to get. Now they're not. Now they're not the cheapest. So, demand actually went down on them. So, let's take the size 10, for example. I'm using the size 10 because I have personal experience from that. So, the first one I got, I actually traded for a pair of Moonrocks. Great deal on my part. The guy didn't really know what he was doing. But a little later, I bought a pair for $400. Now, the reason I bought it for $400 from a friend was because on StockX, they were currently going for like $485, between $490. I sold my pair when they peaked at $488. So, when they initially came out, they were going for $430. And after tons of months later, they went for $488. So that is a $50 difference, basically. So you tell me, guys. This is completely up to you. Is it worth waiting 6 months, say, maybe even a year, for an extra $50 to $80-ish? If you want to wait that really long time, completely up to you. But if you're willing to wait like 2 years, 3 years, I mean, don't ever sell Yeezys. Yeezys will go up, obviously, in the future. If you're willing to wait 2 or 3 years, really, any Yeezy is just going to skyrocket in the future. But, you know, we're trying to think short term because people want to cash out, really. That's a lot of resellers just in it for the money now. So, basically, if you have a size 10 or 10.5 or any of the sizes that I didn't mention previously, the reason I would advocate selling them, it's literally just because, yeah, they will go up, but the amount that they're going to go up isn't that much. So what you're going to see is, right now, what are they at? Like $390 to $400-ish. By the time everyone gets their pairs, which should be like a week from now to 2 weeks from now, everyone will get their pairs from Adidas. And there's rumors, unfortunately, that Yeezy supply doesn't ship until after Christmas. I don't know if this is true. This might be false. Hopefully it is false. So I'd say even after Christmas, prices might stay low because everyone's trying to get their pairs away from them after they get their Yeezy supply pairs. But 2 weeks after, I'd say they're going to hit their trough. Basically, they're going to bottom out. So I'd say the Beluga 2.0s, what are they bottomed out at? So like a size 10. I think a size 10 is like $360. When I made my should you buy or sell video, I told you to sell them if you got them like immediately. Because they were going for like $375 to $385 when I made the video. But now they're sitting at like $365. So, you know, I was just trying to get you guys the most money possible. But now for these, they're not going to go down to $340, $350. A size 10 will not hit that. Maybe a size like 5 might, or a size 4 might. I don't know. Because a size like 3, I think, was like $330 on there. It was extremely cheap. But a size 10, let's take the size 10 for example, like I said. I think it'll go down to $370-ish because they are more limited than the Beluga 2.0s, but not by much. They're not that much more limited at all. So right now, let's say they're at $400, right? Today, the day I'm making the video, they're going to go down. They're not going to go down a ton, but they will go down just like a pinch, a little bit. And the reason that they're not going for that much right now, people saw what happened to the Beluga 2.0s, and I wouldn't even call them panic selling. I wouldn't say that they're panic selling. They're just like being realists. You know, they know that it's going to go for this much, so they're saying, why not just get it off my hands right now? So if you have any of these sizes, yes. price will go up in the future, but it's not going to go up that much. So the reason I'm saying sell is just because I don't think $50 or like $40, $30 is going to be worth it for waiting that long when you could just cash out right now. But if it is to you, if you just want every penny, you don't mind holding it on a shelf, you don't mind the way it looks in your room or whatever, definitely keep them. So I guess in that case, if you like the way they look on a shelf, keep them. But more importantly, if you like the way they look on your feet, keep them. I know for a fact I'm keeping my pair. 2 other pairs I am going to be selling if none of my friends want them. Because, you know, it's around that Christmas time. I might hook up a buddy or so. So, yeah, I think all V2s will go up. Just because there's no V2 until summertime. We might be getting something like an Off-White collab. Because, you know, Virgil and Kanye were talking. But, yeah, all V2s will go up. Just like the creams. They were at $430. They peaked at $488. But once V2s start to come out again in the summertime, these will go back down. So either I'd say sell them in before summer, before these new V2s come out. So that could be like 6 or 7 months from now. I don't know how late in the summer it's going to be or how early in the summer it's going to be. Maybe even fall. Who knows? Nothing was confirmed. So I'd say you should be waiting 7 to like 4 months. I don't know. Just like if you really want to hold those sizes, you're going to have to wait a decent amount of time, like half a year. Or if you really want to wait it out, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, if anyone's watching this video from 4 years from now, wow, first of all, that's pretty cool. Second of all, they're going to be going for a lot more. And I could guarantee that for all Yeezys because eventually Kanye will stop production with Adidas. He'll move on to another company. So I guess that'll conclude it. If you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you learned something, feel free to leave a like. You know, it really does help out the channel. I really would appreciate it. Like, leave me your thoughts down in the comments if you disagree at all. That's completely acceptable. You know, freedom of speech. Leave your comment down below. I take everyone 100% serious, obviously. I'll see you around. Have a fantastic day. And hopefully this didn't end too awkwardly.
It take very, very long because Kazakhstan is big. Throw transport down the well.